I think the biggest culture adjustment that I had was probably just like greeting people. It's like in Colombia, it's a lot more like friendly in general. And you always have to say like good morning, good afternoon, or like good evening, good night, like when you're greeting someone. Like even if it's like just like a random like police officer or something like that, you always have to be like buenas tardes or like buenos dias. And it took me a long time to remember like until what time is it buenos dias? Like it's till 11, it's good morning, and then after 11, it's good afternoon, and then after 6, it's good night or good evening. And I was like, wait. And I'd always be like, buenas tardes, wait. Yeah, buenas tardes. It'd take me a while, but I was constantly thinking like what time it was. It was just like a very interesting moment, I think. But yeah.
So the main difference in behavior that surprised me was how structured and organized Japanese society is. And I think that's really obvious in the way people line up. So in America, when people line up for something like Disneyland or like a mall or an opening event, people kind of swarm and they make a line, but it's not really a line, it's more just a swarm of people. But in Japan, even during peak rush hours, people would still, try to line up and try to make lines so people at least knew where they were going for the trains. And that really surprised me because in America, even when people try their best, people don't really like line up that well.
I feel people here, they're really relaxed. During my middle school and high school, I usually put the study at the top of my list. But after I came here, I discovered different people have their own pathway, and different people, they have their own thing to pursue. So even though probably I'm not studying really well, but I'm good at, for example, surfing, or I'm good at weightlifting. So I feel every people, they're proud of themselves. So I really love this sense of relaxation.
Yeah, actually, I guess where I'm from China, so we don't have tips as well. So, but then it's kind of funny, but like when my other friends try to give them tips in the restaurant, they're like, no, 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 we don't take those. Yeah.
I would say that where I studied abroad in Puerto Rico, it was a lot more, well, the community was a lot more welcoming than I think here, which is something I wasn't really used to. And then also we did travel to different communities like Afro-Latino communities, and just seeing the conditions that they lived in versus the conditions that we live in here, or how privileged I am here, was kind of a shock.